All right, everybody, we are live here.
Yeah. Woo.
And, you know, I want to welcome everybody here. This is the iCoinPro Wow Hour, as we call it. It's the weekly official webinar. And we've got just an awesome group of individuals here tonight that are going to share, some information about themselves, their journey with Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies, and how iCoinPro has helped them on that journey to make their lives even better. We do have a presentation we're going to go through tonight. It's going to kind of give you the background on iCoinPro, how the company came about, what does iCoinPro offer, what is the training all about, what are the tools like that we offer, and we're also going to get to hear from our CEO, Mr. Paul D'Souza, who is here tonight with us from South Africa. Which is, it's just awesome to have you here, Paul. And of course, as always, we appreciate everything that you do for the company, for the field, for everybody that's involved. So, my name is Justin Clark. I am the Micro Profit System trainer and creator. The Micro Profit System you're going to learn about tonight, but it's actually a trading system that was developed to help average people learn how to empower themselves to trade cryptocurrencies on their own and even potentially go full-time. In fact, one individual we have tonight, I don't want to totally steal his thunder, but he actually just decided to go full-time. He's now making enough through his trading to support himself and his family. And that is completely independent of the additional revenue stream of referring people to iCoinPro and making money from that. He's just making a living through applying what he's learned through the program. I mean, how incredible is that? So we're going to get into all that. First off, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and start by sharing some slides with you and sharing a presentation that's going to tell you, all about iCoinPro and all about what's happening. And if you've been invited on this call, I'm sure the individual who invited you, has impressed upon you that something big is happening right now. There is a major shift of wealth. The market cap for cryptocurrencies is growing by hundreds of billions of dollars right now, okay? So there are incredible things that are happening. And this statement couldn't be more apt than right now. The cryptocurrency revolution is here. And iCoinPro is really your gateway to understand this revolution and understand, how you can absolutely maximize your results with everything that's happening. Now, how did this all begin? It began with something called Bitcoin, and most of you have heard that. This is it's the product that most people think of first when they think of Bitcoin, cryptocurrencies. It is the gateway to the world of cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin was the first. It is the biggest. It is amazing. And it was a revolution in the way that we transact money. It removed the middleman. There was no need for the banks anymore. There was no need for someone else to, a single individual or a centralized operation to control your money or store your money. You were able to store your wealth, your money on a peer-to-peer, decentralized, and completely secure network that doesn't need any intermediaries. Now, what does that really mean? It means that I can send money to Paul. I can send money to Lloyd, who's here, to Big, who's on the call. I can send money to anybody directly, and it doesn't have to go through anybody else, all right? And it also means that nobody can take my money. I can only give it, it can never be taken, all right? The other thing means that it's completely secure. You can't fake it. You cannot fake Bitcoin, all right? Because of the security that's built into it, the redundancy of the algorithms, all that sorts of stuff. It is just, thank goodness these brainiacs understand this stuff because we don't have to. We just have to know how to use it, and that's why it's so cool. It's such a great time because it's becoming simplified. The growth is astronomical. We even need to update this slide in a huge way. But when you look back at the growth of the value of Bitcoin from 2010 being 8 cents, I mean, give me $100 and a time machine. I want to go back to 2010 because $100 in 2010, it'd be worth actually way over $6 million today. Way over that now. It's absolutely mind-blowing, the rate of growth. And all the experts predict that this entire market is just going to keep growing, keep growing, keep growing into the future. And it's because it really is a revolution. There are millions of companies now, including Tesla, Netflix, they're accepting Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies for payment over stock.com. There are 100 new cryptocurrencies that have been introduced in the last 2 years, and more are coming that are valid, that are bringing new technologies to the marketplace that have value. There are governments in countries like Sweden, Denmark that are moving towards eliminating cash in favor of national cryptocurrencies. And the cryptocurrency market has outperformed the stock market by over 10x, even more at this point. And it's attracting huge investors and supporters like Sir Richard Branson and Bill Gates. Ooh. Sorry, I made a mistake there. I hit the wrong button. Moving along. All right, now what does this mean for you? You probably figured it out by now. This means opportunity in a huge way. Cryptocurrencies are absolutely revolutionizing the way that money is transacted, much like computers and internet, email, cell phones have revolutionized the world. I heard it said on MSNBC, Bitcoin is going to do to the banks what Amazon did to retail. Bitcoin is going to Amazon the banks, is what's going to happen. If you understand the magnitude of what that means, you're not going to sleep tonight. I'm really serious. But the key is education. You've got to know how to plug into this, how to operate, and what to do to maximize your results, and that's where we come in. Experts predict that cash will be completely eliminated in many countries in the next 10 years. And right now, less than 1% of people in the entire world are using cryptocurrencies. If you've ever heard that cryptocurrencies, it might be weird or it's strange or you feel that way because it's digital money. Well, think about how many dollars do you really see anymore? You know what I'm saying? How many of those dollars that you earn at work go direct deposit into your bank account and are really just digital money as well? But cryptocurrencies are superior because, again, you are in total control and they cannot be faked. All right. Moving on. All right, now this company, iCoinPro, was founded by myself and Mr. Paul D'Souza in 2017. And it was really designed to help people who had no experience with cryptocurrencies or Bitcoin learn how to profit in this once-of-a-lifetime transfer of wealth. And that was the one key thing. And Paul, I'm going to bring you out here to talk a little bit, but I'm sure you'll share the same sentiments that I have, which is we really focused on simplifying cryptocurrencies. And that was one of the biggest things. When it started out, it was something that techie people or people who knew code or, you know what I'm saying, were really real brainiacs basically could have access to. Now, because of apps coming out, because of better interfaces being built, because of different companies that are coming out that are making it easier for people to have access to these, this new technology, this new form of money, money 2.0, if you want to call it, and of course, iCoinPro, everything is starting to be put into a way that the average person can completely take advantage of it and understand it and benefit from it. And I think that was kind of our goal, right, Paul, when we set out to create this company, bridge that gap.
Yeah, absolutely, Justin. Thank you. The one thing that we noticed that a lot of people were talking about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. Well, I won't say a lot, but it was starting to grow. And the one thing that was missing, there was the piece of the puzzle that was missing was education. And that's why we decided to put together a company that will help people, as you said, bridge that gap and come to terms and understand what cryptocurrencies are. We not only set out to create an educational company, we also went out to try and touch and change as many lives as possible. It was one of the things that we decided that when we were going to put this company together, what we wanted to do is we wanted to come out with a product that actually helps people. Now, I've got a long history in internet marketing, and over the years, I've come to see that there's a pattern online where there's a lot of products being sold that they don't actually work, that people are being sold snake oil. And we wanted a way, an opportunity for people, the average everyday person, to have a real opportunity to make money online from the comfort of their own home. And I'm very proud to say that we have a lot of members in iCoinPro that are actually making an income online through the iCoinPro opportunity, as well as with cryptocurrencies. And it's really, for me, it's a huge accolade, if I can say so, that to see that we are actively changing people's lives. It's really, really wonderful, Justin.
Well, and that's one of the things, and I think that's what makes this program so special. Most online programs, a lot of them are very heavily recruitment focused. You've got to bring in new people, you've got to bring in this, you got to bring in, individuals, and that's the only way that you're going to get to true wealth, through that opportunity. What's unique about iCoinPro, because of our micro profit system, because of the trainings that we have on lending, staking, all these different ways that you can monetize cryptocurrency, people literally can make a full-time income and never refer a single person to the program. But the reality is you're going to want to. And also people are going to ask you about it, because you're going to have a tough time not sharing it, like the individuals that are here tonight, because it's something great, and it's changed their lives and it's made a positive impact. It's just like if you go see a great movie, you're going to naturally want to share that movie with others, So, well, awesome. Paul, thank you so much. I don't know if you want to say anything else before we bring out the individuals, but if you don't, we'll go through the presentation and we'll keep moving forward here.
I'll tell you what, you carry on going through the presentation, and then you just hand over to me when you're ready.
Awesome. All right. So back to the next slide, which we kind of talked about this a little bit, and we've mentioned it. The micro profit system. What is the micro profit system? It is a simple, step-by-step, simple to understand trading system. It's something which empowers you to know and understand how to find entry points and exit points to make micro profits on this amazing, dynamic market of cryptocurrencies. And what's so cool about it, you don't need a guru, okay? You don't need somebody to tell you what's a good trade. You don't need them to tell you what to do. You can learn and do it on your own. It is a skill you can take with you wherever you go. You can start trading and making money your first few days. You don't have to have any experience with doing trading. That is absolutely, we have people who hadn't even, not only did they not have any experience with trading anything, they hadn't even heard of Bitcoin or cryptocurrency. And within a week or two of being in this program, they're running like experts, which is just so amazing and gratifying to be part of. You can start with as little as $10 trading, and you can start trading and earning this week. I mean, it really is something. The markets are there. We show you where to, how to read the charts, teach you exactly when to buy and when to sell, okay? So that you know when to get in and get out, your entry and exit strategy. And we teach you how to compound your results. That is the key to the system, is compounding returns. It works just like compounding interest. And Albert Einstein has a famous quote about that. Compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He who understands it earns it. He who doesn't pays it, okay? What we're talking about here is compounding results. You start out with $100. You make 10%, then you have $110. You reinvest the $110 in your next trade. You make 10%, then you make $11, not $10 that time. Because every time you're taking that money, you're rolling it back into your bankroll that you can then use to invest in the trading that you're doing. And we have individuals like Jake, like Dennis, like Big, Paul, myself. We've all been doing this for many, many months, and it continues to increase your bankroll, and that is the beauty of the program. The numbers that are shown here, and I want to give a little disclaimer on this cell phone slide here, are not guarantees of future income. They are for illustration purposes only. Of course, all trading involves risk, and it's up to you to assess the risk rewards involved. It is possible to lose some or all of your money, and your results will be based on your ability to study and apply the simple trainings from iCoinPro. Now, with that said, this gives you an idea of what compounding returns mean. If you start with $500 and you increase that by 10% a month and then reinvest that money back in and continue to do that 10% a month, that is less than 1%. I mean, that's almost nothing per day, but it's huge over time. It's enormous over time. That future value over 5 years is $200,000 from that $500 investment. Now, will it work that way exactly? Absolutely not. Nothing. That is a mathematically perfect example. Okay. Can you exceed 10% in a month? Absolutely. Okay. So there are different things that we teach, different strategies, yeah, that is an extremely doable possibility for individuals. All right, I want to talk to some real people and hear their real results, with everything that we share in iCoinPro. And in order to do that, I'm going to turn this back over to our CEO. And Paul, I'm going to let you just, bring out some individuals and have them share about, who they are, what their background is, and why they're excited about iCoinPro. Over to you, Paul.
Yeah, sorry, I was still muted and I was. Right, thank you. You know what I'm going to do is looking at the slide, we can see there the middle gentleman. He's a good-looking fellow by the name of Dennis, and he's on the call today. Now, Dennis has traded before, but never traded cryptocurrencies. This is very, very new to him. And this gentleman has now fallen in love with it. It's completely changed his life. It's all he wants to do. Dennis, why don't you come on out, introduce yourself, tell the folks at home a little bit about you, your background, and what you hooked.
Well, Jake, who's also on the panel tonight, got me hooked with this. It's going on 7 months now, and can you hear me? Okay, I'm on a earbud here, so I wanted to make sure it's
coming through loud and clear.
I had worked and seen, yeah, that's me there in the top center. Bitcoin was a very common currency within a lot of the programs we bought into, and I'll name them out, rev shares and so on. You buy into a program. I had no idea what Bitcoin was other than a medium to get me into these programs. I wanted to know more, didn't have a place to go to learn more. And then my brother Jake there comes along and says, my friend, you need to check this out. You've been asking the questions. This is going to provide the answers. And I've never looked back. I was on before the holidays with the panel, and I was asked where I was at in my trading portfolio, and I got big eyes and oohs when I said I'm about 10x from where I started. Following the holidays, I was looking at it, and I was just looking to see where I was at as we were prepping for this. I'm a little over 12 times my starting bank in iCoinPro, in MPS. Am I ready to fire my boss? That would be hard to do, guys. I'm retired. So this is my baby. I'm stuck with it. I've got nowhere to go from here but up. And believe me, I'm actually beginning to build a team. When I was on last, I did not have a team. I wasn't working that aspect of it. I was working on it as a trader. I now have that 3. Justin, I'm looking for a t-shirt, man. I got my 3. You remember that little program we did there last summer? Took a while, but I got there. And, and it wasn't even because I was promoting the program. I'm going to tell you honestly, these people came to me. I picked one up almost on a default, and she's going gangbusters. I have an old childhood friend of mine that we grew up back in the day, back on the block, has joined me. And a local car salesman, of all people, has said, I want to do this, and I want you to lead the way. And I'm telling you, I get into these groups. I had an eye appointment today. I had a little eye procedure done. and I was talking with another gentleman. It happened to be a retired Marine, Sergeant Major, and he was telling me about, yeah, we go here, we go there. We can only take so much money with us. I said, I can tell you how to beat that. And he looks at me, he says, I said, try cryptocurrencies. It's peer-to-peer, person-to-person. You put it in your account, you go anywhere in the world and withdraw it, and there is nobody to stop you. And his mouth just dropped open. He says, I can't believe you would know something like that. I said, trust me, here's my card. So it's the real deal. I'm so excited about this program, and I sometimes I get a little overly so. I can't hardly contain myself. This is it. And I'm so thankful for you guys. Paul, you know, you're the man. Justin, you're the face. Bring that app out. Let's go. You know, it's going to change the world. We've already changed the world. Now we're just going to make it better. Yeah. And Paul, before you go, let me just do one thing real quick. And I know Vega's going to come out and talk about his boot camp here in just a couple minutes. I sit in on these boot camps, on this training sessions, every opportunity I get. And the reason for that is I'm just a dumb old retired Marine. My memory group is about this big. Okay, so I need to go back in. I need the guys like Big. I need the guys like Jake that lead the way with this and do the training and put their face in front of the camera and say, this is how you make it work. This is back to basics. And that's what this program is all about being basic. Thanks, Big. Thanks, Jake. Thanks, Paul. Thanks, Justin. Back to you guys. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. And folks, you know, if there's one way that you can make a Marine smile, because they're normally these stony poker face people, you show them something like this. And Dennis is right. You know, we've got people that are approaching us to say, look, what do I need to do? Like, I really want to learn more, because we know that we have put something together that actually helps people. It's really phenomenal. Dennis, thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You know, the next gentleman I'd like to bring out is someone who recently fired his boss, and that is Jake. Now, Jake, why don't you come on out, tell people a little bit about you, and how did you get to this point where you were able to fire your boss?
Thanks, Paul. I appreciate you guys having me on the panel. I mean, I've been in the internet marketing space for a little bit over a year and a half now, and the entire reason I even got into internet marketing was for the last 10 years, I've been in the power industry, and I made a really, really good living outside of, you know, society's norm. But I got to a position where my wife, she got fired from her job, and we lost two really good incomes, or one really good income out of two. And so that made me start thinking. I was like, I don't ever want to be in a position where I'm reliant on a circumstance that's outside of my control, like her being fired from her job. And so from that, I started diving into the online business world and looking for something to be able to supplement my income. So that way I was never going to be relying on anything else, and I was always going to be able to take care of my family. Well, in that transition, I started, you know, joining and kind of program hopping and thinking that this was going to be the next best thing, and that was going to help me, and this was going to be kind of, you know, it was kind of a lottery ticket mentality. And I see that a lot with most people that wind up coming into this space. And I wound up coming into iCoinPro without having that mentality, but I've already been through a couple different things, and realistically, this has been the first program that I've ever been in online that has been able to take care of my current income and allow me to fire my boss. Just this past Friday, I turned in my 2 weeks notice, and you know, for the last 3 months, I've been replaced. I have replaced my current income and then some, enough to the point where I feel that I'm more than capable to continue on moving forward. And, you know, I can't thank you, Paul, and Justin enough for being able to have this system that allows anybody to come in and not only learn about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin, but also how to trade it. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, you can spend hundreds of hours down the rabbit hole on YouTube trying to find this information, but really you have to realize that you don't know what you don't know. So you don't know what to look for, or the people that you go find on YouTube, you don't know if they're a trustworthy source, or you don't know what to search out next. So with having iCoinPro, that allows anybody, because the onboarding process is the hardest issue with most people coming into the crypto space. It's you have to repeat the same exact conversations over and over again. So your platform has allowed not only myself, but any other marketer or anybody else, just like even my family members are like, Jake, I see you posting about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency all the time. You know, tell me more about it. Well, instead of me spending the same 2.5, 3 hours talking to them about it, I can say, look, let me walk you through this system and you can learn about it. And if you just want to learn about it and just passively invest, that's great. But if you want to look at the trading aspect with the micro profit system, because that single-handedly has allowed me to quit my job. And no other program anywhere that I've come across, no matter how many rags to riches stories there were, has been able to do that. And the best part is that's completely independent of recruiting. You don't have to tell anybody about this if you don't want. I don't know why you wouldn't, because it's phenomenal. But just from the aspect of being able to learn a skill that's completely independent of the business, you never have to worry about it getting shut down. You don't have to do a big, massive investment to get started. You just have to learn the product, learn the system, become a product of the product. And as you do that, you're going to start to talk about it. You're going to start to walk the walk, talk the talk. And as soon as you do, people are going to look at you like, man, he really knows what he's talking about in this crypto space. I'm going to come to him. And if I have any questions, then at that point, it's just like, here, let me show you what I'm doing. And then I direct them to iCoinPro. And I mean, really, it's as simple as that. And you don't have to tell anybody about it. And that's phenomenal. I can completely go off the grid. As long as I have Wi-Fi and internet access, you know, I'm good. I can completely continue to replace my income. So, I mean, I can't speak more highly than I already have about you guys. You've 100% allowed me to replace my job and continue on taking care of my family. And I'm very thankful and appreciative of everything that you guys have done. And sorry, I'm getting a little choked up here, but I truly appreciate everything that you guys have done for everybody. This is the hands down one of the best systems that I've come across.
Wow, Jake, listen, thank you. That's incredibly powerful. And you know what, folks, the people that I want to speak to out there, the people that are out there that they suck. They've sucked at everything that they've joined. They've joined everything on the planet and they've never made money, and they feel like they suck. I'm speaking to you guys. You cannot suck at this. If you know where to click, and we will show you where to click. If you can follow instructions, this will be the first thing that you will get into that you will not suck at, because it will pay you the returns. As long as you can follow directions, you can make it happen just like Jake has. Jake, thank you very much for that. The next person I want to bring out is his name is Lloyd. Everyone knows him as Big. And what he does is he hosts a boot camp to help people with their trading. A phenomenal guy, really knowledgeable. Big, why don't you come out and give people your point of view, because you promote iCoinPro as part of other programs that you do promote, and iCoinPro is up there. You know, what is it about this that makes it so special?
Paul, I want to thank you. You know, it's funny, Jake, fantastic testimonial there. And I think your dogs approved in the background. They were excited too, because that means you spend more time with them at home. I know, because my wife, you know, obviously is a director of a nonprofit shelter for rescue dogs. So I deal with that as well. You know, that moment when you're about to say something fantastic and the dogs have to interrupt and put their 2 cents in. So good stuff there. Also, Dennis, fantastic testimonial. Thank you for shouting out about the boot camp and all like that. But let me just go back to one thing, Paul, and I appreciate that. As Paul said, everyone calls me Big, and I certainly do run the boot camps when it comes to the micro profit system. And all of that, I want to let you know that if so far what you're hearing interests you, we have a 7-day free trial, and all you have to simply do is push the button down below this video. And what you're going to do is you're going to end up utilizing the link of the person that shared this video or replay with you. And that's going to allow you to sign up, all right, and pay the $39.95 and essentially participate, because that's all it is. And it's a 7-day free trial, and give you a chance to dial into our Facebook group and a number of other things. Because when we have many, many, many success stories that you're hearing from people like Dennis and Jake also, I think I'm most proud, all right, because it's not all testosterone and chest beating and ex-Marines and storm the beach. We have a number of women and stay-at-home moms that have done very well also. In fact, some of them are a big part of the boot camp and sharing their story. And as Dennis said, is just to reiterate all the basics. I think the biggest thing that I enjoy so much about being associated with you, Paul, the last number of years and helping kick this off to fruition with you and Justin, 6 months ago, but the idea for it goes back much further than that, to touch 1 million lives. We talked about the main thing was that we needed to keep it simple because, having worked on Wall Street all those years, people paid me big money to basically advise them and to, quote, run their money, right? And why did they do that? They did that because they thought they didn't have the necessary skills, tools, or ability their money themselves to make those decisions, to take of their financial future. And what's so amazing is cryptocurrency has flipped that on its head. And yet people still out there are thinking, oh my God, I know nothing about cryptocurrency. It's like a foreign language to me and all like that. And so the beauty about this entire program with iCoinPro, Paul, you kind of challenge people. You said, I want to talk to those people that suck. I'm going to say it another way. I want all of you to remind yourself it's okay to be stupid, because what's so great about iCoinPro is it's so simple in the way that you learn all about the history of money, the history of cryptocurrency, because it's a modular-based system. And that's what the people are so excited about, because it's not trying to overwhelm you and us stand up here and beat our chest, and someone like Paul with his background, someone like Justin with his background, someone like me with my Wall Street background, and pound our chest and go, we're the cryptocurrency gurus. You should pay us thousands of dollars just to basically, shine our shoes. It's really about, listen, we want to make this available to as many people as possible. And the only way we can do that is to continue to focus on learning, education and learning. This is an education and learning platform. We do training on the micro-profit system. The micro-profit system is a very simple system. And I think because it's so simple, people are astounded when they first get into it. And all we do in the boot camp is go back to the basics and remind people, listen, you don't need to make, doing what Jake has done, his boss, or being retired and be able to make retirement income like my man Dennis. If you overcomplicate it, the truth is the reason it works for so many in the micro-profit system is exactly what I talk about in the boot camps, and they run for 6 weeks, is this one simple thing. Keep it simple, back to the basics, repeat, rinse, do it all over again. So I'm excited that we're going into now our second half. Again, it's amazing, Paul and Justin, that we've only been around for 6 months, and the number of lives we've been able to touch in just that 6 months, well over 13,000 paid members. And I think people are still waiting for the other shoe to drop for us to increase the price or something. And what I like best about when you guys started this and you keep pounding home is we want to keep it at a price and make it accessible to the average person so that they can understand how wonderful and life-changing it is when it comes to cryptocurrency, and learning how to, once again, take back control of their financial future and not have to, guess what, rely on those gurus or financial Wall Street experts or hedge fund managers, et cetera, et cetera. As my man Jake said, and I'll finish up with that, he's absolutely right. Acquire a skill like this, all right, it's going to allow you, all right, it's going to allow you to be much more confident in what you're doing, and the ability at any moment, should something happen, you're not afraid that someone else has control over whether or not you're going to be able to put food on your table or bread in your mouth or a roof over your head. So on that note, again, I'm excited to be part of this. I'm always excited when I hear the testimonials come from people. I'm more excited, I think, about all of the new announcements we have coming with the mobile app that we have coming and all of that, to allow people even more access, because as Jake said, as Dennis said, okay, it's going to allow everyone to be even more mobile and still be able to follow the micro-profit system and the training, even while they're on vacation or out at the beach or on the park or anything like that, and not have to be tied to their laptop or be tied to their desktop. They're going to be able to simply do all of that we teach them right on this little device. So again, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Justin. Thanks for the kudos and shout out and respect from Dennis and Jake as well. Thank you very much, guys.
No, you know what, big thank you very much. You've been a huge supporter of iCoinPro. I mean, you helped us like from day one. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. thank you for your belief, because I mean, you know, when I was out in Manila planning iCoinPro, you know, I had your ear. You gave me a lot of good advice. But yeah, one of the things was we discussed how much do we charge people for this, and you know, we got figures thrown at us. We should charge a couple of $100. We had people saying, "Listen, you're sitting on some very valuable information. Why don't you charge $1,000?" But you know what, folks? We charge $39.95 a month. And there's a $40 activation fee, and that's it. And we do not have any plans to change that. So you can click on the button below this video and check it out. We have a full 7-day money back guarantee. Take it to it. You've got absolutely nothing to lose. If you don't like what you see, well, no problem. No hard feelings. But we'll be happy to know that you did take a look, that you did take a really close look, and that you made a decision to educate yourself and make an educated decision based on what you have found. And like a lot of people have, there are over 13,000 people in this company, and many of them were like you are today, looking at this opportunity and wondering, is this for me? Can I do it? Well, there's only one way to find out. Go ahead, click the button below, or get back to the person that shared this opportunity with you and ask them a few more questions. I'm sure they would be very willing to help you get going. Big thank you so much, my man. I really do appreciate it. Justin, back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And thank you, everybody. I mean, guys, really, Jake, that was completely touched my heart. You know, I mean, I feel what we're doing right now with iCoinPro, and, you know, we have more and more people now that we've been around and they've been able to, you know, apply what they've learned, who are making that decision that they are comfortable going full-time as crypto day traders using this system. And that's just so rewarding, you know, to me personally, and rewarding for Paul. And of course, Big, you know, is one of the founders, you know, helping us get everything going. You know, it's just like, this is the real deal. This is something that all of us have looked for. I really feel like we're doing some real good in the world. And this is something important. And I really hope that everybody who's here tonight, you know, you really take the time to research this. The person who shared it with you shared it from the bottom of their heart. It's not just something they're trying to get you into so that they can make a quick buck. It's something that can actually help you in your own life and help you put yourself in a better financial station in your personal life through this awesome world of cryptocurrencies. And speaking of that, let's talk about how do you get started. And honestly, like they mentioned, I mean, look, guys, when you get into trading programs, okay, Big will absolutely second this. Jake, I think you've tried some stuff. You know, they are expensive, not just for the training. Usually you're talking $1,000 to get some information. You're talking hundreds of dollars per month to continue to have access to that information, to the signals, to everything that is available to you, okay? And then you're talking about fees for trading platforms and all sorts of stuff, guys. It just doesn't end, okay? And by the time you're there, then you're margining your accounts, which means you put $100 in, but it's actually $500, and you're gonna owe that if it goes up. It is a nightmare, okay? Cryptocurrencies are so refreshing, all right? Our program, to have access to all the training, all the tools, there are multiple different calculators, tools. There is Trade Finder, which we are on the verge of releasing, which is absolutely gonna revolutionize the cryptocurrency space, 100% with this new technology. But all of that you have access to for $39.95 per month. Do you know why? Because we actually are building this for the people. Okay, we're putting this program together so that the average person can have access to these tools and do something positive in their life. All right, we're not just making this available to the elite few who have money already, who can then afford it. All right, this is something we want everybody to have access to. We do give you a couple options. If you want to go with 6 months, you can save $10, or a yearly membership, and you're just basically, you know, prepaying your membership. Any membership you choose, you have 7 days unrestricted access to everything that we offer to check it out. If for any reason you're unhappy after those 7 days, you can get your money back 100%, no questions asked, okay? And here's the other thing that's so cool too. All right, as if everything that we've already shared wasn't like cool enough. You know, you can actually refer other people to iCoinPro, and we will pay you in cryptocurrency for those referrals. We'll pay you in dollars too, whatever you want, we'll pay you. But those referrals that you send over to us, just by, it's the exact same thing. You eat at a good restaurant, you tell somebody they go there. You see a great movie, you tell somebody they go see the movie. You like a TV program, you tell somebody they go and watch it. You like a certain Netflix program that you binge watch, you tell them they go binge watch it. You know what I'm saying? So it's the exact same principle. Except for here, we actually will pay you, okay? We will actually pay you for those people that you refer, whereas your restaurant, your movie theater, Netflix, they're not gonna necessarily pay you for those referrals. And it's easy to become a distributor. It's only a $40 one-time fee for new distributors. All right, and then you can earn unlimited potential income in our compensation plan. So with that, everybody, we've shared a lot of amazing information tonight with everyone. I just want to urge you, as Big has shared, as Paul has shared, there is a button below this video. Look, if you're ready to get started, you can click that button below, go through the free tour, you can sign up immediately. If you're not sure, go in there, kick the tires, look the stuff over, see what the training's about. There's a great video that Paul has where he kind of walks you through everything that iCoinPro has to offer. And you'll see that this is something that is really special and can make a positive difference in your life. And it's risk-free, so why not just give it a try? All right, everybody, I want to thank you again for coming out tonight. Again, thank you to our panel. Thank you for the success stories. These are real. These are not made up, guys. This is what's happening, and we want you to be a part of it. Have a great evening, everybody. Good night.